Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Q Stream Vibes. Here with the crew. Check out the quality. What do you guys think? It's not bad, right? Not bad. It's courtesy of Matty Eye's Canon 600D. We've just hooked it up and downloaded the right utility driver for it to get it connected into StreamYard. So you can see the quality here is actually quite nice in terms of the depth of field. I mean, obviously you get it from DSLR camera as opposed to your standard MacBook webcam, but not bad, eh? Not bad. Paddy, what do you reckon?
Looks amazing.
Looks amazing, and you know what? It's a bit of a not a nightmare, but because the lens, as you can tell, like you can. If I didn't tell you about the lens, would you have been able to tell how far it is from me?
Actually,
No?
thought it was right in front of you.
Yeah. Well, it's a good my arm length here and a half. So I'm going to ask if Matty comes on, we're going to check with him if we can get any other sort of, lens, if he's got any lying around that we can play around with in terms of, getting that better wide shot. Because if we have guests on, it's going to be cool to have it,
Yeah.
So. I've recovered from yesterday, though. That's the main thing. Far out. It's taken me a lot longer. Back in the day, you used to be able to get through a night out on the piss, heavy on the piss, and then what? Do it again, back it up a second night. Now it's like I need like almost 2 days to recover. It's so bad.
It only took you 2 days.
Yeah. So I guess that brings me to this article that we have here. It just talks about how exactly, like how many hours do you think we really need to sleep? And I guess this varies as well. I mean, as an adult, we always have that saying. It's like, oh, there's not enough hours in the day. I don't have enough time. You try and do everything at once because you're so routined in, I guess, a regular job or so, and then errands and then other things, right?
Yeah.
How many hours do you get in on average?
I would say 6 on average.
Consistently? Weekends will be a bit different, yeah?
Yeah, I would say so. But weekdays, I would get at least 6. That's all I need anyway, just 6, and I'm good.
Yeah. Well, in the article, they recommend 7. They try and get in at least 7. Infants obviously sleep a lot longer. Kids, they need more sleep to rejuvenate. But I think 6 to 7 is good. I still function quite, my performance level can be quite good. So I feel if you sleep too much, like if you're not sleeping too much because of a big night before, but you're sleeping too much because I guess if you purposely sleep too much, I feel more tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like same with afternoon naps. Like I try and not have it too long, because if you kind of go a little bit too far over the 1 hour, 2 hour mark or whatever, then you're too deep. Yeah. I try and keep my power.
I try not to go too much. If I go too much, then my body's heavy the whole day.
Yeah. Well, they say kips are supposed to only be about 20 minutes or so. 20, yeah. Any sort of more than that, then you're getting a little bit too deep. And I don't know if this is scientifically proven or anything, but the Asians, my mum says that if you have a nap and you're napping when the sun's setting, there's a saying saying something like, because it's setting, it's got to do with some sort of, I guess, because it's setting, it's like some sort of force that holds you down more and keeps you more tired. So if you're doing like an actual noon nap, it's easier to get up and have energy than doing one that's like late afternoon when the sun's setting, because then it tips into the evening, and then you're like, oh, too tired.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, there's not too much. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer with this, because I've gone through phases of trying to get 8 hours sleep. When I was doing the 30-day challenge, getting up at 5, I would purposely put myself to sleep. before 10, so I could get up and get through it. And yeah, that was more than enough. But on average, like yourself, 6 is enough to get some work done and still perform, even play basketball or whatnot. So
Yeah, I can still function on 6 pretty good.
well, that's it for that one, ladies and gentlemen. If you just joined us, Q Stream Vibes here with myself and Pat Toight. Don't go away. We'll come back with some more Toight Ass Tuesdays.
And they sound just like this. And they sound just. And they sound just. Very tight, how is supposed to keep this secret?
Welcome back to Q Stream Vibes Tuesday, Toight Ass Tuesdays. I had some bargain lunches today, Patty. I had a bun high and Hellway 40,000. Decent fee.
How was it?
It's always good. I still can't fathom the profit in it. Where is the profit? Because the meat alone is quite generous.
Yeah, but you just imagine how many they sell though.
Yeah, it's all volume, isn't it? It's about volume. There's that. And I got one like not as the bun high, but the normal vermicelli boom with the Hellway as well. So same price, just different meat. Yeah. So what are the bargains there? There's bargains at the moment. I saw I think it was, let me see, it was on my Instagram. A lot of 2-for-1s now coming back too. I don't know if it's actually on a Tuesday. But yeah, everyone's got their own thing. Actually, it's ladies' night. Remember, tonight is normally ladies' night.
Hey.
Where's everybody going these days, man? Tuesdays, like where's people partying? Where's the place to be?
For ladies' night, it's pretty easy, right? Wherever
right
the free
now,
drinks, wherever the
where is
free
it?
drinks.
Commas do a ladies' night on Tuesday too, don't they?
Bam Bam, I think.
A Bam Bam. And
Yeah.
is it like free drinks at all, 2-for-1? Or
Oh, actually, yeah, Commerce does as well, but I can't remember which night.
yeah, I remembered that when Lush was running it every Tuesday night. Other venues made their own, like on a Thursday or whatnot, but then eventually they all moved it to Tuesday as well.
Yeah.
I don't know, trying to steal all the crowd, I guess. Lush isn't back yet, is it?
Not
Lush
that I know of. I don't think so.
Well, yeah, Lush is at least, this will be its 17th year, because I did the 16th anniversary before COVID, or was it the 2020? I think it was, maybe. But yeah, I don't think it's closed down like officially. They still have the place. Like if it was closed, they would have announced it, I guess. But
Yeah.
I think
No, I think
they're just holding up.
Yeah, I think they're still going. So
Yeah, Lush and Apocalypse. Good times at Lush. One of the very first. It's funny. My first time when I came to Vietnam, the second trip, as in the 2011 trip, where I officially sort of said, "Yep, I'm moving here." My friend took me out, and who was managing me at the time too, and he took me to Lush. But he took me on a Wednesday night, because I landed Wednesday morning. And then and when we got there, it was empty. Like, I mean, like there was people there, but we sat around the bar in the main room having a few drinks. And then he goes, "Oh, you should have flew in yesterday." I said, "Why?" He goes, "It's ladies' night on Tuesday." I said, "Well, you didn't tell me. You just told me to book a flight midweek, so then we have the weekend." But had he told me, I may have, flown in Monday even, or even Tuesday morning, and then enjoy Tuesday night. But
and going in the day earlier.
Yeah. Well, then I had to wait a full week to actually enjoy the ladies' night. It was actually good. It was actually good back then. Huge drinking culture back then. vodka, Belvedere. Where's Belvedere these days? Everything was
Still
Belvedere back
around.
then, remember?
Still around.
Yeah. But that was the good old days. Good old days. Zion is open officially, yes?
Correct.
Question for that. Yes, Zion is open officially, Lum. So,
I don't know how official, but all the clubs are open anyway.
yes. Yes, all the clubs are open. I'm trying to look for this. Did I tell you that they made? Yeah, I did tell you. Hey, you remember when we saw the? I think it was in the Philippines or it was in one of those countries where they made a like a homemade fly cam that can carry a person. So the idea of having the propellers, I guess, for a single person moved on to, if you remember the cartoon, The Jetsons.
Yeah. George
Yeah.
Jetson and his family.
George Jetson, yes. So they'd made one of those now.
Really?
They made one of them. Yes. And it can power up to one person that's about 85 to 90 kilos. And it's a similar design to the Flycam because it has those propellers, but it looks more like the Jetsons cartoon.
Ah,
and that's in trials at the moment too. And it's going to be, apparently it's going to be released 2022. So there he is, Mr. Sean.
Mr.
How are
Burgundy.
you, mate?
Welcome.
You're still in your
Cowboys.
jacket.
Did you just come home from work?
Do you have a shirt underneath?
I do have a
You got a shirt? You got a shirt trick for us? You can go off screen and come back.
I'm actually at my center right now, so I'll do the shirt trick next time. But I do have.
Did you
a trick
try
for
it?
you guys.
Did you try it again after yesterday?
Huh?
Did you try it again after yesterday?
I did. I tried it at home. Tonight I'm going to try it on my girlfriend.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
But I did it at home one time. It's cool.
What's the latest, Shaunsy? What's happening in your neck of the woods? What's on the radar? Is Haiphong raining?
No, it's actually you can't. There's like bars on this window, but it's not really good from here. But it's like I'm in jail. Back in jail. No, actually, the weather's cool. It was a little sunny out today. Just at night, it gets kind of cool, and like you need a jacket. But if you're riding your motorbike, it like the cold air is like it's kind of refreshing, but you need a jacket. I got these little soy gas, little potatoes. I don't know. So
Savory.
yeah, but I just I have an observation at my school I'll be working at, or one of my schools. I'm actually doing a lot of work. So Bin School is actually gonna hire me, I think. Hopefully.
Bin School. Nice one.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yes.
Oh, congrats. Sounds all right.
And yeah, and then my girlfriend's working on selling her house, and she's had quite a few people come look at it today, or this week. So it's that's good things for her and maybe me.
Nothing like selling the house, reinvesting it into something.
Yeah.
Are we buying a house?
She wants to buy some land or possibly another small house and then build
In
her,
Haiphong as well.
yeah, in Haiphong, build her future dream house, but maybe buy land. first.
You mean your future dream house?
She doesn't know that. Fully equipped for Qstream Studio.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, not too bad today.
Any random Sean bizarre random news?
Fuck yeah! Oh yeah, of course. So
Well, before you do that, we'll cut to a quick break, quick pomo, and we'll let you load that up for us. Don't go away, everybody.
And they sound just like this. And they sound just.
welcome back to Streams. Live to the boy. What?
Dude, you know, I really like the music that you have. Like,
For that one?
yeah, or no, just all of it. Like all the music jams. They're good. They're like vibey, you know. Like,
Well, they're also non-copyright.
they're really good. That's awesome. EOS webcam. Oh,
Can you still hear me?
yeah.
Well, this is hang on, just because it's in the ties. Give me a sec.
So, I have some interesting news, Pat. If you thought the world didn't love us enough already, and the atmosphere and all the crazy problems of Mother Nature in the past year, from fires and tsunamis and twisters and tornadoes that have been happening, there's more.
Oh,
There's a whole lot more
juicy.
going on. Yeah. So.
What could it be?
Well, let's say some people died. 3 people died. A bunch of other people were put in the hospital, and let's just say some creepy crawly things were falling out of the sky.
Sheesh.
So there
3 dead, hundreds injured after scorpion swarm.
There's been like these storms going on in like the Middle East, and more in like the mountainous region in like Egypt, and the storms have been like picking up these scorpions that are like, if they bite you, these scorpions that they have, if you're not treated within an hour, you can die. They're very poisonous. So they've been getting picked up in these like dust storms and like thrown around everywhere, and they've been thrown into trees and like thrown into people's houses. So they've been like falling on people, ending up in people's homes, like, and just like they've been everywhere. So randomly people are like getting bit, and it's like just a giant manifestation of scorpion swarms attacking people.
Yeah, because they're so small, so the wind would pick them up and just carry them through. And then they get sprayed wherever, and then they land and pretty much just bite whatever they can bite.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, like, because it says like they're falling out of trees, and it's like, be careful. Could you imagine, a spider is bad enough, but like freaking scorpions, like just falling out of the sky, or like just falling out of trees, like onto our beautiful head or our beautiful hair,
That's insane.
Yeah, so I thought that was some pretty random but interesting news.
That is very interesting. That's very heavy too.
Yeah.
Imagine just doing, just going on about your business. Then a scorpion just falls on your head and stings you.
Yeah, and then you're not sure what it was, and in an hour you're dead, Maybe you thought it was a spider, unless you see it's a scorpion, and then, you have less than 60 minutes to get treated, or else you died from like this scorpion tornado swarm. Yeah. Scorpion tornado swarm.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. Just like Australia with the drop bears.
What? The drop bears? Oh, yeah. Birds, right? The attacking birds?
The magpies, yeah.
Oh, the magpies.
But this one's quite deadly though. Imagine just being stung by a random scorpion out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure they're like educated, that like if you didn't know and you just went about your day, like then like an hour later you just fall, drop dead.
Yeah.
That would be. Yeah. Couldn't imagine that.
Shit.
The death by scorpion swarm.
Yeah, I think Maddie's camera ran out of battery. It won't turn back on. So I need to find out how I can do constant power. I mean, I've got 2 batteries. If that one lasted that much, but maybe we need scorpion power. We need scorpion power. Speaking of scorpion, I watched a documentary last night on gaming, particularly in the early 90s when Street Fighter 2 came on the scene, and that's what sparked Mortal Kombat. So, as everyone knows, Street Fighter was probably the biggest and most selling 2D fighting game, and obviously from that it sparks other competitors to make their own version of fighting games. And when Mortal Kombat was made, guess Mortal Kombat 1, so they wanted to be a little bit different in terms of fatality and bringing blood from the movie screens onto gaming, right? But they also used almost real graphics, because you know how it looks like it's almost like a real person. So did you guys know this, that they approached what up, Jolly Bees? They approached Jean-Claude Van Damme, because this is during the Bloodsport era, and Bloodsport was huge, and Van Damme was like up and coming. So they approached him and asked him if they could if he wanted to sign with them and have his character as himself, Jean-Claude Van Damme, part of the Mortal Kombat world. But he declined. He declined. No, he declined. So then, in turn, what happened is they already made they needed a Hollywood character. So it became Johnny Cage. So if it wasn't for Johnny Cage, it would be Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No, because that's where Johnny K came from, huh?
Yeah, because they had asked Van Damme to have that role.
And so they're like, now John Claude Van Damme is not going to fill it. So,
I mean, it would have been good to have Jean-Claude Van Damme, because
I was going to say I could totally see him like fitting into the movie like perfectly. Like,
so that's why in the Bloodsport scene where he's fighting, Jean-Claude Van Damme is fighting that sumo wrestler where he charges him, and Van Damme does the splits and punches him up the nuts. That's why Johnny Cage does the same thing. Because he does the splits and punches the opponent in the nuts.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Learning something new every day.
Yeah, it's always interesting when you see, like the behind the scenes, especially when they made the Street Fighter game. It's like the guy already was coming off Street Fighter 1, and they wrote the story around Ryu. This fighter that was raised, and all he was focused was to find the best fighter and fight the best fighter. But then to take it worldwide, they needed to go into a bigger stage and have worldwide fighters from around the world. And they couldn't, they went and studied and watched a lot of different live fights and kickboxing matches, but they couldn't just grab anyone they wanted. They needed to make it
the best,
good for the game. So, when they got a sumo wrestler, when you look at a sumo wrestler in general, it's kind of like, okay, that's all he is. He wears his sumo outfit. But with E Honda, they gave him the whole kabuki face thing as well. And he does moves that's a little bit out of the ordinary with 100 hands and stuff. So it's interesting to see how that all came about.
Yeah,
they didn't think it was going to be a success,
but
they thought it was going to be big, but not a massive.
Not
success.
as big.
Yeah, because back in the day, there was no game in the arcade where you could play against another person, not play against the computer, not just play because that's already
Just
normal.
Against another person, like one.
Yeah, like it could be random too. Like Sean, you could be playing, and then I just have to put a coin on.
They'd be like, okay, like
who we got next?
The king of the combat. Did you guys play a lot of arcade games back in the day, or like in Australia? Did they ever have like a
time zone and stuff like that?
Yeah, time zone.
Yeah. Is that what they call it, time zone? Huh?
Yeah, time zone was
I think
huge.
when I was I played more the fighting game. I was a Street Fighter fan, but then I also played a lot of the Daytona USA, the driving game.
Yeah,
if you race your mate, that was fun.
I always like the zombie one. I can't even think of it, or anything with like the gun. Yeah,
that was fun. Time Crisis was good too.
Time Crisis actually. Yeah. Time
because
Crisis.
they had the foot
pedal to reload.
Yeah, reload. Time extension.
And then the guns would be like off. Like you'd aim like this, but it would shoot here.
It would be
the other side.
Yeah, the laser would be off.
Yeah.
the good old
But I
days.
found myself, as you got older, I played more of the games that you'd win tickets because then you could swap it for prizes.
Did you want
Yeah,
to?
Because there was always games where you could sort of really cheat the system, like the ones where you have the padded hammer and the crocodile head comes out and you got to bang it.
Yeah.
Because there's only one hammer, you get all your friends and everyone's just using their hands. You're just smashing it to get like.
And also
tickets.
remember how you used to pull out the tickets? You'd pull them out nice and slow, and you'd get that
Yeah,
extra
like-
1 or 2 ticket.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Did you guys have a Chuck E. Cheese in Australia?
No, we didn't have Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, imagine like an arcade game with a giant rat, and he's got his animal band, and they sing, and then there's this giant rat like running around, and he's like the main character. It's a little scary now that you think about it. Like no one wants a rat, but like it's like this friendly rat, and you can play arcade, win tickets and everything, eat pizza, and they served beer. But I didn't know that when I was younger. But
Yeah.
they're
Well,
strange.
good thing you
places.
didn't know when you were younger. It'd be a mess if you knew it back then. Far out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us, Stream Vibes, don't go away. As Sean's eating, when we come back, we'll talk about how to improve your diet, not what.
Are we
Is it
frozen?
frozen? I think it's frozen. We're both
I was
waiting.
Oh no, I was waiting for him, and then I was like, "Wait, is Pat frozen?" I could see you like moving. And I was like,
Yeah, no, he's frozen. Well, while we wait for PD, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are doing Movember. Donate for men's health, 30 days to grow and groom a mustache, helping and raising awareness surrounding men's health, such as prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and men's suicide and mental health. Scan the QR code to donate and help this wonderful cause for all the dads,
Please help us out.
brothers, sons, and mates in our lives. It's gone to a good cause, guys. It's going to go directly to the Movember Foundation. Scan the QR code, and also we have a link that's active. So please do support us. We are growing our Mo's in the next week or so. We will be getting a shave, a proper shave, from a sponsored event where we will be vlogging and also shooting at the venue to have the bum fluff shaven off and to show the Mo.
"You guys are going
Is
to
there
House of
a
Barber, huh?"
like a- yeah? Have you got something like that up there?
I saw there's a V Barber on the way here, and I
Vagina barber.
haven't quite looked at it. I could take a look. I could definitely take a look.
Of course.
But I would.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
And then we can get a good photo.
yeah, House of Barber looks really cool though. I've only been there for a little party, but I would love to go there and get the stash like super cleaned up. And, like,
They're in a new location now. They're in the Sofitel.
where are they?
Sofitel.
It's like a space
Mate.
there. Yeah.
Is
Nice.
it bigger,
Yeah.
or is it?
I haven't been, but the pictures look pretty. Looks pretty smick.
Did you go to the last one that was like it also had like a bar in the back?
Yeah, like on D3, yeah, Winterman K. It's like a little bit of a ham. That
Yeah,
was a nice
I
one. It's
think-
like 4 levels or something, yeah, 3 or 4
Is it
levels.
in Dachau, huh? I think maybe. Or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
near Dachau. Yeah.
It's on the same street as like the zoo.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I've only been there for a party, but I've never been cut and had my glass of whiskey or bourbon.
So talking about improving your diet is we'll start with this question. Like, are you guys coffee drinkers? Do you need your caffeine hit?
Mm.
I like a mediocre caffeine hit, not like something strong, but I like the taste, something sweet, a little buzz.
Mhm.
Not
I
too
mean,
much.
there's benefits with it too, right? I mean, like, depending on your lifestyle, but a lot of people do say if you can eliminate caffeine from your diet, it's going to improve your health a lot because
Like these,
you have.
don't drink these. This,
Josh.
to be honest, this doesn't even like. I feel like it doesn't even have Caffeine. It says wake up, but like I drink it and it just tastes like sweetness, and I don't feel more awake at all.
Well, I don't know. Maybe there's sugar in there too. They're premixed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
I
probably
think it's just like
why.
a bunch of sugar.
Oh yeah.
I hate how I can't open this article. Sucks because it's like to read full story, you have to subscribe or sign in. Why do they do that these days?
Oh, is that the Wall Street or Gypsies?
Well, you only get
Wall
like
Street
one
Journal.
to open up one. But look, I can't do too much caffeine myself. For me, I get the jitters, and
I get the
can't
mad
do it.
shakes.
Yeah, I can do it here and there, depending on if I've had like something to eat beforehand, then I can
Yeah.
kind of, you know. But that's why I have a back seal. So
Yeah,
less
that's what I have.
sugar.
Cafe
But
back
even
seal.
then, sometimes a lot of sugar gives you that rush as well.
Mm.
So it's saying if you cut out like just caffeine in general, or is it just like sugar also?
Supposed to have, obviously you're supposed to have better regulated sleep because you're not forcing yourself to stay up through the times that you are supposed to stay up.
Mm.
And people who are reliant on staying up, their body starts to like in the morning, and the first thing they have in their body is not water or anything, but it's coffee. You've just had a good sleep, your body's reset through, and the first thing you put through your body is coffee. It's not supposed to be something that your body wants to process first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you
that's
think
true.
is tea a good alternative?
I think tea is a great alternative because it's got a lot of antioxidants
Yeah.
in it.
Green tea.
I mean, Mio has a thing about what I lay in my stomach when I wake up. First thing I eat should be something that is, of nutrition. So that's the first thing your body starts to break down and process rather than wake up, you look what's in the fridge, and there might be like an open bag of M&Ms. Yeah, I'll grab a couple of chocolate, put it in my mouth because I've done that heaps. And,
Yeah.
and you shouldn't. Like your blood was being calmed from that sleep, and all of a sudden you put a whole bunch of sugar hit right through it, bring it back up already. I know people who used to have energy drinks first thing in the morning for breakfast.
I know my friend's like addicted to like the big Red Bulls. Like in the morning, he needs Red Bulls and like a pack of Reds, like Marlboro Reds. That's his daily thing. I'm like, that's fucking disgusting.
I can't do energy drinks anymore either. I got sponsored
Like
like 24 cans of Monster like a couple of years back, and man,
24.
yeah, dude, I've like maybe had one mouthful of from one can. The rest I just gave it to the neighbors and stuff.
Yeah, they're intense, man. I couldn't drink 24. Maybe like with alcohol, but I think I'd get sick of the taste after a few or two.
Well, I got this interesting thing that you guys might have a Now, because we've all worked for a big boss or a big company before. Now, the question is how to ask for a raise, especially in times like this.
That's a good
It
question.
says here, the first part here says the best managers know when it's time to increase your pay for a job well done, obviously. But what if your salary hasn't gone up in a while? What if you think you deserve to be paid more? Asking for a raise is always tough. How do you prepare for it? And how can you make it easier for your manager to say yes?
This is, I think, good
without
for a lot of
taking
people.
the shirt off and saying, let's take one for the team. Have you guys asked for a raise before? And how
Yep.
much was it reasonable? And you got it?
Yeah. I've only asked for a raise once, and it was paid. Like, it wasn't negotiated. It was like, okay, cool. But I asked on after a strong performance though.
Mhm.
So it's not like, it's not like I was just thinking about, oh shit, I should have a pay raise, and then just went to the office and said, hello, boss, can I get a pay raise? Like, when I went in there, I was like, thinking about this because of this, and then he said, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I've thought about asking, but I never have. I've always had like a nervous kind of like anxious, like, I don't know, strange feeling. I guess I didn't want the no
The
answer.
rejection.
Yeah, the rejection. But I'm positive I should have gotten a raise, but I just expected them to like give it to me. But yeah, I never asked for it. So I never got it.
I mean, I think it's easy if you work for a company where they'll do monthly self-assessments, and if they see it on paper that you've increased in sales, or depending on your work obviously, and you committing to more hours, or you're staying back to do overtime because you care for the company, then I think that's easier to ask because you have grounds to ask on. But it'll be difficult for people who are like, you can't just say, look, I've worked for you guys for 5 years, but if you've just been the same, do you deserve the same raise as someone who's just gone out of the way and done more and worked less for the company?
I think if you
Right?
put your your work in, and you showed your value to the company, and you put your time in, for sure. I believe everyone, it should be seen that you do deserve a raise. But
Well, this article says, what the expert says is there's an art to the ask. So
the odds of that.
without going through too much detail, you gather evidence. If you don't prepare, you don't know what you're asking for. Obviously, choose the right moment. He has to be in a good mood, right? The boss has to be in a good mood. You don't want to, he's walking and screaming on his phone, and it's not the right time to ask for a raise. But what if someone goes, yo, I dare you. If you can get a raise from that, I'll give you an extra $100.
I dare you to go ask, like, fuck it.
You're risking of getting fired.
Yeah.
It's like, for
Here's
that
your
$100,
$100.
it's like, yeah, for the $100 you're getting fired.
Or what if it was like, okay, lunch on me for the rest of your career here, Practice ahead of time, be confident, avoid complaints, and always
Practice.
look forward, not backwards. If the answer is no, look, here it is. If your request is declined, have a plan B at the ready. Are there benefits you might accept in lieu of an increase in salary, such as a bonus, stock options, or more flexible work hours? Boss answers is still no. Ask what it will take to shift the answer into a yes. Ask what you can take on, what changes. That's a good one.
That's good.
For if you say, hey, look, okay, if you were to give me a raise, what do you need from me? And then hear from what they say. Yeah.
That's better than just being like, no, you're not getting a raise, and you're just like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Is if you have like the idea of how you can grow and get to that point, then I think that'll make you feel a lot better than just getting rejected.
Here's a better question. Do you think a attractive girl working the same amount of time with, I guess, the guy the yeah, but she's just quite attractive. Do you think she has a better chance of asking?
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
100%.
What if the guy's good looking?
No, unless the boss is female.
Okay,
Like
that's
if the
true,
girl,
isn't it?
the thing is, the girl's just walking into the office, not even asking for a raise, and the boss says, "Yes, I will give
I'll
you
raise.
a raise."
Good.
Yeah,
You raise me, I raise you.
yeah.
Raise you to my bed. I'll race you. Yeah, sadly, that's how the world works. Go get them, girls. Get that raise. No hate.
There
No
was
hate.
there was this meme. There was this meme that I saw. I can't remember how exactly it goes. It was like girl was like looking to make $30,000 that doesn't involve sex.
Really, she wrote that.
Yeah, it was like looking to make some quick cash, not involving sex. And then the other meme was like the guy was like, well, he's like, contact me, but it involves sex. It's pretty funny. I
Yeah.
thought it was pretty funny.
These
I mean,
hoes
I think if you're gonna say that, you're already asking for it.
True. Like you're preempting it pretty much.
Of
Yeah.
course, pretty much.
definitely. Petey, have you asked for a raise before?
I don't think I have, to be honest. I mean, I've never really worked for anyone else
You need it.
other than my parents' family business. But I did work for a car rental company doing marketing. But the pay there wasn't too bad already. I wasn't doing full time there. I was doing part time. But I had commissions on what I rented out as well. But I had a retainer, and I only just did that because I needed to do something to have, I guess, a different reference on my resume, because I didn't want to just have on there the bakery and the fish and chip shop. I had something else, and I did marketing there, did sales there. So, and I got to know the boss really well there. She looked after me. You know, I had a rental car to drive during work hours, but just around the city to.
That's awesome.
That was it.
That's cool.
I think I was getting something like maybe after tax was something like $21.50 an hour or something like that.
So you had some good benefits from working there. Little car.
Public holidays were time and a half. I mean, it was casual. I was doing like, it got to a point when I was doing like maybe 3 days a week, and another dude that did the other shifts, he needed some time off, so I took his shift, and I didn't like taking his shifts because I had nothing on anyway, and then just to have that extra cash, you know.
I like casual work.
Casual work was fun, actually.
The good thing with that place is I was stealing staplers, pens, stickers, heaps of shit.
No wonder he didn't ask for a raise.
He's like, I'm getting it anyways.
Because I was still doing my final year of uni as well, so I'm printing all my shit out there, even though I haven't printed at university. But when I'm working there, like, I'm just gonna print it there.
Well, you didn't just print out your shit. You took your fucking entire university school supply out of it.
Staplers, get your staplers. Who needs pens? I got your pens.
You still got to pay at university. You just pay it off, you know,
Differently.
But here, it's like, fuck, print all my lecture notes out, mate. Back then, hey, like you had to print your lecture notes out. Not like now, you can just look it up on your computer.
Yeah.
You needed to write shit down. That's why.
Lecture.
Good old days.
If
you could go,
huh?
I was just gonna say, if you could go back to uni, which year of your university study would you go back?
I didn't go to university, but I partied at them.
You're one of those guys.
Freshman year was great.
Which year of university you mean?
Yeah.
I would go my first year.
First year.
Yeah. First year or second year, but probably first year of university. That was the best year for me.
I would say that too for me. First year, second year. Probably
coming in-
first.
Yeah.
Is that how it go?
I was gonna say you come into university, you know, fresh, meeting new girls, you meeting new guys, and you're just like checking everyone out, seeing what's going on, and then I think that was a lot of fun. First year of university was really good.
Yeah, first or second for me. Second was the second year was when I played uni games basketball, but I'd like to go back and do it first
Yeah,
because I was a bit scared the first year. I
Yeah.
was like, I shouldn't worry about the sports or anything.
yeah. Second year was good because you get to see the first year unis,
Yeah,
and you were
Stuff.
yeah.
I had a mad. My standout moment was second year. I did a subject called market research, and the tutorial class was maybe 20 odd people, and I didn't have a class before that class started, so I was hanging out in the courtyard. So I thought, fuck it, I'm still early. I'm just going to go to the classroom. And when I walked to the classroom, the tutor was already there, and it was a young lady. So I was 19. I'm 19. She must have been 20 something. And I walk in, and it's like 4 rows of seats. I go straight to the back, right in the middle, right? And she's writing stuff up, preparing for the class. She turns around, she goes, "Huh, interesting." And I was like thinking to myself,
Like what?
So people start coming in, and they start filling up all the seats, and maybe 2 other people sat in the back. So my row was like only 3 people, and it was market research. So it's all statistics. And before she started, she turns around and when everyone comes in, she goes, "You got everyone?" And then she goes, "Statistics show the students who sit at the back of the class are likely to learn less and have lower grades." That's what she said. So then everyone turned around. So they see us 3 in the back, or people towards the back. And I'm like, okay. Because it wasn't like a massive class. It was only a 4th row back. So we're not that far back. But just so then she started questioning people, "Why do you sit in the front?" And then people giving their answers and stuff like that. And then she goes, "How about you in the back? What's your name?" I went, "Peter." She goes, "You were the first one here, and yet you had choice of anywhere to sit, but you chose right at the back. Can I ask why you're reasoning?" And I just said, "Well, I'll sit in the back because when I have something to say, everyone's got to turn around and look at me." And then someone was like, "Ooh." She was like, "Okay, well, let's see how your grades go then." I passed it though. I didn't have flying results, but I passed it.
That's awesome.
That was my fun. Didn't pick up any chicks from it though. Fucking wish I could.
But did anyone turn back when you talked?
Yeah, they turned back because when she goes, you were the first person that came in and sat by yourself, and they just went like this, you know. So they were looking at me. So I was kind of like center of attention. I mean, I could have stood up and went, "Yo, so this is what I'm gonna have to say, all right? Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out." Yeah, that was it. You got a joke, Chauncey? Hour of Power is up.
Yes, I do. I do have a joke. Okay. So a worm crawls out of a pile of spaghetti. What does he say?
Eat me. I don't know.
He said, "Damn, that was a wild gangbang."
I heard you said you feel lonely. Nothing is right with